I believe in all of it. I mean, it's common sense really because they won't hang a white man like that. And a black man won't help a white man up from the crop. So they say that the black man helped the white Jesus up.
Okay.
But it's common sense, like it got to be a black Jesus because another black man won't help another white man up for disrespecting him. So.
Right. So our people been conditioned like that, you know, through slavery and things like that. So I guess have you heard you heard some of this information before?
Really, I haven't.
You heard it?
I just put it together like.
Okay. So you would listen to us talk out there. You came over here.
When I heard y'all talk, I knew I was going crazy. So.
Okay. Because we talking about Black Jesus.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
So I've been thinking of that like for years, like going to church, and I'm like, he had to be black because they say he had wood hair and he was getting hung. So ain't no white man getting hung.
So we're going to read it one more time just so you can hear it for yourself. This is the King James Bible. This Bible been at all our homes, all our grandma's coffee tables, things like that. Right. Same Bible they got in the churches. Read that. Read Revelations.
Book of Revelations, chapter 1, verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace.
So he said he got woolly hair that's white in color and it's woolly in texture, right? So the hair on his head, hair on his face, same like you got. You got your beard, you got your hair. It's woolly hair, right? Common sense. Then it said it has feet as if it burned, it was the color of fine brass, as if it burned the furnace. What color is brass? Brown, right? Now if you throw it in the furnace, what color is it's going to turn? I mean, it heat up like that, but when it come out, what it's going to look like?
Yellow looking, I guess yellow.
Okay, check this. If you burnt that piece of paper, what color would it turn?
Oh, black.
Black. That's what it's common sense. So it's literally saying that Jesus Christ that we read about in the scriptures is a black man. So that's the thing. We come out here to show our people the truth. Let's go. Give me Hosea 3 and 4. Now, it's a good thing you came by, man. And like we showing the kids, we got all these visuals and things like that to try to show our people these things because all the stuff is hidden from us. You know, it's okay to be Muslim, it's okay to be a Christian, it's okay to be in Egyptology, but as soon as you say that you are an Israelite or you're a Jew, a real Jew, the real Jews, then all of a sudden it's a problem. That's the information that they try to hide. When Nick Cannon came out and said that, what they do to Nick Cannon? They basically castrated him on national TV in front of everybody. They use him as the example to let all the rest of the celebrities and people that's waking up today, you better not come out there and talk about the truth about who your people are, because now they're going to start to wake up, do some research, and then start coming back to the ways that we're supposed to. Yeah, watch this, read that.
Book of Hosea, chapter 3, verse 4. For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, and without a prince, and without a sacrifice, and without an image, and without an ephod, and without a teraphim.
Yep, you see that? He said, we're going to abide many days without a king, without an image. So when we grow up, we get taught that. So it's important. That's why we read Revelation. Let you know it's in the Bible that it say he a black man. Because a lot of our people are brainwashed through this. When we got put in slavery, they told us we couldn't read, we couldn't write. They separated our families. So through generation to generation, we started to lose who we were. But when we came over in these boats, we were the children of Israel. But when we came over here, we knew that. That's why we started singing them slave songs. Swing low, sweet chariot. You know, the chariots they talk about is in the Bible. Because the Israelites knew that the chariots are going to be the ones that come scoop us up in that day when Christ come back. We always been connected to God, but because the other nations took those images and those things away from us as a people, that's where we started to fall off. So now we don't know who we are. And the result of that is black on black crime, sexual immoralities in the household, selling drugs to our own people, hating one another, things like that, wanting to be like our enemies. Our women putting blonde hair in their head and walking around thinking that's cute. And they looking crazy as hell. And the other nations like, why you want to wear my hair? Putting horse hair in their head, all type of stuff, knowing that we as a people was the most beautiful people. And everybody used to come to us for every bit of knowledge. But how did we fall? You got an answer for that?
To the white man.
That's one thing. Give me Deuteronomy 28. Matter of fact, start at 1 and 1. Now watch this. What we're about to read is the curses that God put on the children of Israel because they didn't follow what he told them to do. This is going to be the answer to why are people going through the things they're going through. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 1 and verse 1. Mm-hmm. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
So the book of Deuteronomy, this book is addressed just to the Israelites. Because in the churches, they tell you the Bible is for everybody. The Bible 100% from front to back, from Genesis to Revelations, it's only about the children of Israel. Jump to 28 and 15. Watch this.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So Moses told God's people, the Israelites, that if they didn't listen to God and do his commandments, that curses was going to fall upon them. This is the book that we identify to how we figure out that we are the children of Israel. We call ourselves all these different names, but the Bible calls us the Israelites. Now watch this. Give me verse 32. We're going to read a few of these things to see if you identify with them, because these curses didn't happen to anybody else. So this is going to be the sign on you to let you know. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
It says your sons and your daughters will be given to another people. And historically, what people did that happen to? Us, right? They took our sons and our daughters when we got off through slave ships. They took them from us, sold them over to Master Johnson in Virginia, sold them down in Tennessee. We never saw our kids again, right? And we never had no power to actually come back and fight back for those things. They tell me this, if we African, why haven't the people over in Africa come back to get us? Because they're not the same people as us. Well, they're not the same people. The white man didn't come over here to get Africans. He came over to get Israelites. That's what they came to get. They always knew who he was. Read verse 46.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
So he said these curses going to be upon us for a sign and for a wonder. So these things going to happen to us so that we can identify ourselves, like I said earlier. So what we reading out of here, you said yourself, who sons and daughters was taken from us? Us, right? Not the Chinese, not the Arabs, not the white man, things like that. That happened to us as a people. Give me verse 48.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So it said we will have to serve our enemies. What nation of people serving their enemies still today? Do we have enemies?
Yeah.
Who the enemies? There you go. I'm glad you could just come out and say it, because a lot of people would beat around the bush like, I don't really want to say that. Nah, the Bible says that the so-called white man's our enemies. It's not our own word.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are how men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.